What up, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. If you haven't yet or you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. For all latest Dodgers news, rumors, high videos, podcasts, and more, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And as always, give me your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation questions of the day. 1, are you concerned about Mookie Betts' slow start to the 2021 season? And 2, what do you think the problem is? And 3, what do you think the Dodgers should do? Give me your takes down below in the comment section. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So today we're going to talk about Mookie Betts and what's wrong with the Dodgers' $365 million man. So last year, the Dodgers bet on Betts and it more than paid off. He finished second in the MVP voting to Freddie Freeman. He was on pace to hit 47 home runs in a normal 162-game season. He was outstanding in the postseason, making so many impact plays defensively, key home runs. His home run there late in Game 6 of the 2020 World Series was really an exclamation point for what was a dream run for the 2020 Los Angeles Dodgers, but it hasn't been the same in 2021. This year, he's hitting .240, down from .292 last year. .240, that's good for 106th in all of Major League Baseball. His on-base percentage, .355, down from .366 last year. That's good for 43rd in baseball. His slugging percentage went from .562 in 2020 to where it currently is at .427 this season. That's good for 70th in the league. Last season, he posted a .927 OPS. League average was .740. This year, that number's dropped down to .782. Good for 70th in the league. So you see those numbers right there, and those are not Mookie Betts numbers. He's never hit lower than .291 in his entire career. Right now, he's currently 90th in F4 at 1.3. Last season, he was 4th in the league. So there's something up with Mookie Betts. His most recent struggles this month, May, he's slashing .230, .346, .448 with his .794 OPS, 3 home runs, and 8 doubles. Now, a positive note is he's still 6th in the league with 15 doubles, but really if you look across the board, so many different categories, his numbers are down. His isolated power was at .269 last year. This year, it's at .187. His batting average with balls in play was .289 last year. That's down to .265. Now, on a positive note, that strikeout rate is virtually identical. It's 15.4% in 2020. This year, it's 15.3%. And that walk percentage is up from 9.8% to 12.8%. So the question is, why is Mookie struggling so much this year? How could a player that's a perennial MVP candidate have such a big drop-off? He's only 28 years old in the prime of his career. Well, the first thing you look at is his success against heaters, and he's been struggling against fastballs this year compared to years past. This year, he's hitting .265 against fastballs with an average exit velocity of 92.6 miles per hour. Last season, he had .324 against heaters with an average exit velocity of 93.3 miles per hour. Now, if you look at his hard hit percentage, it's currently at 38.3%. That would be the second lowest in his career. His average exit velocity is at 88.8 miles per hour. That would be the second lowest of his career. He currently has a 6.4% barrel percentage. That's his lowest number in that category since 2017, since he really started hitting his prime as a player. So I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers at you, but bottom line, he's just not consistently hitting the ball as hard as he typically has throughout the course of his career. Too many weak outs, too many non-competitive at-bats, and yesterday, Dave Roberts talked about Mookie's struggles this season, and if he's starting to press a little bit at the plate.
I think a few weeks ago, I thought there was more chase with spin, and I think that if you look at recently the last 4 or 5 games, I think that the velocity, he's just not getting to the velocity right now. I think that, there's some fly balls to right field. There's, tonight there was a couple swing and miss through balls in the hitting zone. So it's something that it's a long season. You got to work through it, and hitters are going to go through these things. They all do. But he's working tirelessly to kind of figure things out. Tomorrow we'll give him a day to kind of recalibrate to get ready for that day game. I don't know. I mean, I think that's for a question for Mookie as far as this case. But can a player work too much to try to work through things? Absolutely.
And another area where you've seen a really big drop-off is with runners in scoring position. Last year, with runners in scoring position, Mookie slashed 439, 489, 805 with a 1294 OPS. This season, he's slashing 250, 378, 306 with a 683 OPS with runners in scoring position. So last year, he was coming through in the clutch all season long in 2020. Hasn't been the case this season. Now, when it comes to Mookie Betts, though, he's not making excuses. There's been a lot of talk out there that he's injured, that shoulder isn't right, that back isn't right. Well, Mookie told Bill Plunkett of the OC Register, I don't have any excuses. Sometimes you just don't play well. I'm not here to say this is why or this, that, and the other. You just got to accept it. But the team is winning. I'm doing what I can to help. It isn't very much, but a little goes a long way. So, one, if Mookie's saying he's not injured, we have to stop making up these injuries for him. Yes, is he a little banged up? I'm sure he is. Is that shoulder 100%? Is that back 100%? It's probably not. And if that's the reason for his lack of success this season, then he needs to take a trip on the IL, whether it be a 10-day IL stint to see how that goes, to get him some treatment, to hit that reset button. I think that some they should consider. But if he remains in this lineup, we can't keep saying that, oh, it's because he's injured, because then it just sounds like we're making excuses for the guy, and excuses are like farts. They all stink. And when it comes to Mookie Betts, I think it's just a really great player, an elite player that's just going through a really bad slump right now in his career. I don't think it's anything more than that. I think it's more of a rhythm and timing thing than a lingering injury thing. Now, is he at 100%? I don't think he is, but I would rather see Mookie in there and work his way out of his slump and really start to feel good about his season again, because I think that he's not as far off as it might look. I think that when he gets in that box and starts making hard contact again more consistently and start hitting more home runs again, Mookie Betts can take off. He can go on a tear. We've seen it pretty much every year in his career, and it'd be really weird to look at his baseball reference page 20 years from now and be like, wait, why didn't Mookie Betts make the All-Star team in 2020? Well, there was no All-Star game, and then in 2021, he could miss the All-Star game because of a subpar season. So if you ask me, I want to see him in there grinding this thing out. Life is hard. Hitting big league pitching is even harder, and even if you're a great player like Mookie Betts, you're going to go through a slump. Now, do I think he's going to go out of this slump? Absolutely. Do I still think he's one of the best players in the game? There's no question about it. This isn't Mookie Lindor. He's not Mookie Bust or anything like that. He's just going through it right now, and you've got to stick with him. You've got to stay patient, because he's one of the most special players in the entire league. And at this point, I want to know, one, if he's really injured, then really go on the IL, or two, if he's not, stay in the lineup and find a way to get out of this slump, get that swing right, get that rhythm back, and start playing like the electrifying player that we know he is. But let me know down below in the comments, on a scale of 1 to 10, how concerned are you with the slow start for Mookie Betts in 2021? And 2, what would you do if you're the Dodgers? And 3, what do you think is wrong? Give me your takes down below in the comment section. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. That's at DMac_LA. For all things Dodgers baseball, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. For all latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to gearup.la. Some of the best Dodgers t-shirt designs in the game. You're going to find it right over there at www.gearup.la. For our latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.